So continuing on the topic of the population, it might make sense to look into the age structure of the population. And what I mean by that is how are the proportions of different age groups of the population changing over time. Like, for example, what was the fraction of the total population that was in the age group between 0 and 5 in the year 1950 and what it is like now. So that all detail is provided by this figure. Now this figure is a bit complicated. The horizontal axis here represents the fraction, while the vertical axis represents the age group. So if you look at the contours of 1950, for example, the contours represent make up a figure like a pyramid. So what that basically is showing is that the base is relatively large, which means that the child births at that time were relatively high, but a fair proportion of the population would not live fairly long and would die at a relatively young age. Child mortality rate was significantly high at that time. So which is why you see the lines narrowing towards the top and the shape becomes like a pyramid. Now, as the years progressed and the advancements happen in the sector of the healthcare, people started living longer and healthier lifestyles, and the life expectancy rose as well, and child mortality rate fell significantly, and which is why the lines for the contours that define the later years no longer are no longer narrowing down towards the top, and this effect is expected to continue for in the later years and will be in fact more pronounced. So which is why you see the contours that define the later years resemble a rectangle more than a pyramid. Now, an important consideration here is the number of childbirths, and an important data about which I read from the book Factfulness is about the number of children between the age of 0 and 15 years. And the writer makes it clear that the number of those children between at the time the book was written, the writer says now is 2 billion, but the book was written some time ago, and that number is expected to stay the same by the end of this century. So that might be an implication that the childbirths that is expected to stay more or less the same over the years. Now, this consideration taken together with the consideration of the improved lifestyle, people living longer and healthier lives, and the life expectancy improving, means that the average age of the population might be increasing in the future. As a matter of fact, that the median age will be increasing in the future. Now, in the year 2018, the data suggests that the median age, I've got it written down over here, that the median age was 30, and in the year 2050 the median age will be 36. In the year 2075 it will be 39, and by the end of the century the median age will be 42. So the median age has been will be increasing in the future. Now, this data was for the whole world, but if this data is taken for a specific continent or for a specific country, the conclusions, the effect might be even more pronounced. So that means that the proportion of the working age population might be significantly lower in the future for some countries. So that is how that might be the consequence of the lower the number of childbirths decreasing significantly, or well, maybe not significantly, but decreasing, but being relatively lower for some advanced economies, and life expectancy being improving significantly at the same time for the same economies. So that might that is how the structure of the population would look like in the future. So that's all that I have for this video. Thanks for watching.